Fun fact, you can't get pregnant every day. You're only fertile for 6 days, ovulation day and the 5 days leading up to it. Natural Cycles is the only birth control app that can pinpoint your fertile window by analyzing your hormone-driven temperature trends. It's more than just a basic cycle tracking app. Natural Cycles is the only FDA-cleared and CE-marked birth control app and has helped millions prevent and plan for pregnancy naturally. Save 15% when you sign up today with code RADIO15. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
All right, places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens. Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, friends, and happy Thirsty Thursday. Steve Migs, I want to begin the show with a text message. I'm going to read it to you.
Ooh.
If you guys could just be a little bit more quiet this morning, that would be awesome. I have a hearing test at 7 o'clock. After that, I don't care how loud you are.
Who's this text from? Is it from your husband?
No, it's from a rockaholic.
Oh.
So maybe they just want it to be a little bit more quiet in their ears before their hearing test this morning.
I mean, I think that's probably the best thing for us to do right now, I would say. Wouldn't you?
I mean, I think it's the courteous thing to do. Just kidding.
Gotcha. Do you think that was meant for us?
I think so. I mean, it came in at our text line.
There are more. Look, peek behind the curtain. There are times people are texting us that it's clearly not for us, or I don't know if maybe we're just the only person that they can text in the morning, so they just go on these rants, and I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. But there are times also where people are like, I'm on my way home, and I'm like, cool, good. Drive safe. And they're like, oh, crap, that was meant for my wife.
Wrong person.
I've done that before, too.
Oh, for sure.
I think I've done that to you guys before where I'm like, love you guys. Not realizing I thought I sent that to my wife and my daughter.
He does love us, just so you
know.
know.
But I do love you guys. Yeah. But it was at that moment I did not love you guys.
Oh.
Wow. Well, I didn't hate you guys.
In that specific moment.
In that moment I was loving
your wife.
Right, and my child.
Well, we're not going to be overly quiet, I don't think, this morning. But we'll do our best.
Okay. After 7 o'clock, all bets are off.
Yes. Let's inform the Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes, and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daly Migs Download.
A.K.A. the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Law. And today, happy National... I got a question for you guys based on this. Happy National Beautician's Day.
Oh, nice.
Of course you'd be excited about that. I was just going to say, like, what is something like a beauty habit, a routine that you do that would surprise people?
I mean, I did an eye mask last night. It's obviously done nothing for the bags under my eyes, but I did do it.
Well, unfortunately, our job is going to continue to screw you over when you have to get up at like 4 in the morning.
But I did get my hair done yesterday, which was very lovely, and I fell asleep in the chair.
Oh, that had to be tough for the... Is it tough or easy? I know. Shocking. I don't go to a hairdresser.
I mean, thankfully it wasn't when she was cutting it, because that could have been really bad. But it was when she was putting the dye in it, and my head kept doing like the head bob thing, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Well, it looks nice.
Thank you,
Danny. What about you?
I do my daily skincare routine right now, Steve.
All right.
It's pretty amazing.
You are glowing.
Do I look moisturized?
Yes.
Do I look less bags?
Honestly, you do look like you're glowing.
Oh, thank you.
What's your secret, Steve?
Oh boy. This one, it's only because I do the stupid independent wrestling that at times I use tanner.
Yeah.
And I have to ask my wife to get my back. So I'm always like, can you put the tanner on my... And she's like, so she'll be like rubbing the tanner on my back. And she'll just be like, I never thought in a million years I'd be married to a man that I got to put tanner on their back.
That is love. And I am here for it.
Yeah, so I think that, and sometimes she has to shave my back too.
Oh my God.
That's about as far as it goes for me.
I just love you guys. That is awesome.
We're very odd. Hey, we're trying to be quiet for that listener, but the Mariners, they were quiet yesterday. At least their bats were quiet. boy, oh boy, they only got like 3 hits. I mean, I wasn't expecting that bad of a performance, but it's okay. They lost 2-0 to the Twins. You can't win them all. They have another chance at beating the Twins today at 10 in the morning. So be able to watch that game as soon as we're done with our show.
The Seattle Seahawks have agreed to terms with a familiar face, Shaquille Griffin. He's coming back to the place where it all began, his NFL career. He's 29 years old. He was a 2019 Pro Bowler, and they're expecting that he'll compete for the 3rd cornerback spot.
Welcome back, Shaq. I mean, granted, he's not at the level that he was when he left us, but
Sure.
you know what? That'd be a good. I heard that he would potentially was coming back, and I was like, I'm not opposed to that.
And remember when we had him and his brother on the squad?
yes.
That was just my favorite little storyline ever.
That was a feel-good story.
It certainly was.
And then he left us.
Dang it.
Welcome back, though. Hey, as far as weather, we're going to be hitting a high of 67 degrees and cloudy, so it's summertime here in the Pacific Northwest.
January.
The DMD is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, and that's what's up.
The Daily Migs Show.
Mark your calendar because the next stop on the Men's Room World Tour is happening in Bremerton. It's going to be at the Tracyton Movie House on Saturday, July 19th, and it's going down from 2 until 5.
The men's room are hanging out with the Bremelos.
Oh, my God. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
We got live music from Woodshed planned. There's going to be food and beverages. Of course, lots of times to hang out with the Men's Room guys. And if you want the details on the party, you can grab all that info at KISW.com.
Why are more women than ever choosing Natural Cycles? The hormone-free, side-effect-free way to take control of your fertility. Natural Cycles is a birth control app that uses your temperature to find your fertile window. It is more than a basic cycle tracking app. Natural Cycles is the only FDA-cleared and CE-marked birth control app and has helped millions prevent and plan for pregnancy naturally. Save 15% when you sign up today with code RADIO15. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom have reportedly split up. They've been very on again, off again, and to be honest, I didn't even realize that they had been together.
What is love if they can't stay together?
They were engaged. So Katy Perry is reportedly saying that she's at least happy to not be going through yet another divorce.
But I already bought their stuff on their registry. I hope I get a refund. Sorry.
Oh, you poor thing. I can't believe you're going through this.
This is tough. I don't know if I can finish the show today.
They apparently have been engaged since 2019. They have a 4-year-old daughter together, and there's no real word as to whether or not this was like the straw that broke the camel's back, but apparently when Katy Perry went to space, Orlando Bloom thought it was completely ridiculous.
Really?
And was very embarrassed by her.
Wait, he was embarrassed by this?
I feel super connected to love. This experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you until the day you launch.
And then you realize you have no love for your guy.
It would have been so much cooler if she would have just been like, yeah, man, that was dope AF.
That would have been a little cringy as well, but less cringy. You're absolutely right. If she just got off and was like, dude, that was amazing. My mind was blown. I think all of us would be like, I could totally understand that. But when you do,
I feel super connected to love.
you're like, okay, shut up.
Well, she's very disconnected to love because...
Could you imagine dinner time conversations if that's how she, especially after that?
Oh, my gosh.
Like, do you have a friend? I don't know if you have this, but I have friends in my life that have experimented with some mind-altering drugs, and not just like the ones that like the ones that like people think that are going to make you like a more worldly person, and then they come back from that, and it's like, dude, and all of a sudden like you're like this wannabe Rick Rubin type person.
So enlightened.
Yeah, and after a while you're like, okay, enough. We get it. You did DMT or you did whatever. Like then, good for you.
Well, and then
Aaron Rodgers.
On top of all that, she's been a little wacky on her tour, so I have no idea what's all going on there. Her choreography is just a hot mess. I mean, it's bad. So
yeah, if we're seeing, look, I can't get a peek inside their house, and I have no idea what's going on. This is just an assumption, of course. But if what we're seeing is kind of out there, and that's her putting her best foot forward, what's going on behind the scenes?
Oh no!
I feel super connected to love.
And sometimes, even when you just kind of like look into her eyes,
They
you
don't
can
seem
just
like they're
tell
all there.
Something's going on in there.
Like I don't know if she's on Britney level just yet, but it's starting to feel like she's going down that road.
So Orlando Bloom is a bit embarrassed by his now ex-fiance, Steve Migs. What is something that you do? I mean, let's just get the scroll out of the list of things that embarrass your wife that you participate in.
How much time do we have? The number one I know for a fact, and she's warming up to it, is me doing independent wrestling.
I love that she's warming up to it, and you've been obsessed with wrestling the whole time you guys have been together and have been actively independently wrestling for quite some time.
Since 2017. I think at first she was just like, what in the hell? You know what helped? Is the reaction that all of her friends have when they find out, because they're fascinated by it. Like, I'm not saying that like that's the coolest thing ever, but they are definitely fascinated by it, and they have a lot of questions. They want to come. I've had more of her friends see me wrestle than my wife herself. Like, they go and they invite her, and she's just like, well, I got to be home with Tate. I'm like, just admit it. You can just say you're embarrassed. You don't want to be there. It's okay. I really don't care. The older I've gotten in my life, the less I care if people are embarrassed by what I do, including my wife. As long as she loves me, that's all that matters.
I just really love that her friends are like, yeah, I would love to go see your husband in tights,
They
sweaty with other dudes. Sid?
Yes. And I don't know why she doesn't like seeing that.
Is there anything that she does that embarrasses you?
Exist. No, I'm kidding. Honestly, I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Because she's kind of tightened up, you know. What about you? Okay, is it Brad or is it you? Who's the embarrassed? There's always one in the marriage or the relationship that's embarrassing.
I mean, I think I'm embarrassing all the time. Just because, again, existing in the world. Yeah, Daddy, let's go. So, I mean, I'm a hot mess all the time. So he's probably very embarrassed by me.
And also, he doesn't drink.
He doesn't drink.
And when you drink, we see a different side of Taryn Daly. Not a bad side, but not a good side.
Yeah, she gets a little wild.
A little embarrassing side.
Well, and like when Brad was a drinker, he was very embarrassing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. But now I would just say the thing that embarrasses me sometimes with him is just eating. Like the noises that he makes when he's eating. I'm like, I am hanging on by a thread to this marriage right now.
And what about you, Danny? I feel like of the two, you're the embarrassing one.
Obviously.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's probably the fact that I still dress like I'm like 16.
13.
But she never like she never like calls it out. And at that point, she's just like, you want to go do emo night? Like, she embraces it. Like, she's never been embarrassed by it that she said out loud.
Right.
But probably.
I can't wait for that day that Sid goes, you want me to help you suplex a man that's wearing nothing but spandex? It hasn't happened yet.
Oh, wow.
There's still time, guys. There's still time.
I look forward to that day.
Well, what about you, Rockaholics? What would you say is something that you do that your partner is a little bit embarrassed by? Or what is it that your partner does that is embarrassing for you to experience? 206-803-ROCK.
The Daily Migs Show.
What is something you do that your partner feels is pretty embarrassing? 206-803-ROCK. Or maybe tell us about the thing that they do that makes you cringe. The number is 206-803-ROCK. And we will take your calls after Puddle of Mud. Orlando Bloom apparently thought that Katy Perry's big space expedition was a very cringeworthy and embarrassing stunt.
Still don't understand why.
I feel super connected to love. This experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you until the day you launch.
I mean, she was up for, there was 10 minutes, right? Wasn't it 10 minutes?
I think so. That was probably the longest 10 minutes for the other people that were in that spaceship.
Having to share air with Katy Perry?
Yeah, and look, I mean, like, there was a period of time where I thought, like, she was the untouchable.
Oh, yeah.
When it came to, like, celebrity, quote-unquote, crushes, like, it was, like, Katy Perry and everybody else.
Hottie McNaughty.
Especially when she had that Elmo shirt.
Oh, my God.
Danny, you remember the Elmo shirt?
Oh, yeah.
It's like one of the greatest Katy Perry pictures of all time. Oh. And then she became this.
I feel super connected to love.
Well, based on her completely embarrassing Orlando Bloom with her space stunt, we want to know about, what is the thing that maybe makes you roll your eyes about your partner? Or on the other side, what is it that you do that makes your partner a little bit embarrassed? 206-803-ROCK is the number to call, the number to text.
We got one text message that says, I'm pretty sure everything I do makes my partner cringe. I feel like Tarantula, you, Taryn Daly, and I are long-lost sisters. From my bed, Jesus art bathroom, to my house decorated with middle fingers and dongs. He has to just shake his head all the time from our friend, Rose in Tacoma.
Yes, Rose.
What is happening at that place?
I want to come to that house. I love whatever's going on with her decor. I love it.
It sounds like a museum of embarrassment.
I mean, I do have a decorating problem that I think maybe Brad is a little sick of, a little annoyed with. I have a lot of chicken stuff. Like, we have a chicken tablecloth, chicken artwork, chicken salt and pepper shakers, chicken everything. And sometimes I think he's like, how many chickens is too many chickens in this house?
Then I'm glad I didn't purchase when I was at Rhubarb Days. They have all these, there's always that one stand that just has like the inappropriate chicken pun art and T-shirts and hats. And there was one that was just, it was just one after another, hit after hit. And I'm like, I looked at my wife, I'm like, I got to get that for Tara. And she's like, no, you don't.
You do not have to.
Because it was it was kind of sexually suggestive. Like with
I hate
chickens.
that stuff.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I've seen your T-shirts. And I was like, oh, that's the one. And she's like, you're not buying that. I was like, okay, fine. And then I wanted to buy I guess this is another thing that I might embarrass my wife with, is like my impulse purchases, because I almost bought, it was like local artist that did like a bluey art, like a piece of art that was bluey. But it was like through the eyes of somebody who clearly was doing acid when they drew it. And I thought it was the coolest freaking thing. I'm like, yo, we got to get this for Tatum. She loves it. I'm like, look, showing it to Tatum. Tatum's not. She's just like, well, this is awful. Like, yeah, that's bluey, but that's not very good.
You can't possibly like that, Dad.
And it's just like, you're not getting that far. Like, we're not going to all of a sudden put like, the acid art of whoever that guy was. And it was not cheap.
Right in the front entryway.
I thought in our playroom.
Oh, for sure.
I thought she would love it. We got another text message at 206-803-ROCK. Someone said, my wife hums like a child when she eats. It's super freaking annoying.
Oh, well, we should have his wife eat with my husband in a separate room.
Does your husband hum?
He doesn't hum. He just, it's audible, and it drives me insane.
Oh, like chewing?
Yeah, or like, heaven forbid, there's soup. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's like whenever we get Chipotle, which is like every week with Tatum, but we get the chips, and my wife will always be like, can you eat those chips any louder? I'm like, I am trying.
Do you have a cavernous mouth?
Apparently, like my mouth is closed, and she looks at me like as if like I put like a a microphone up to my mouth, and I have the speakers turned up to 10, and I'm just like I'm doing everything that I can. I'm sorry.
This is the best it's gonna get.
I guess the only thing I was thinking, like when they brought that up, like my wife does like to sing. What? I know that sounds like oh, God forbid she sings, but like she'll just be singing while I'm watching a TV show, and I'm like, hey, can you? And it led to like one of our dumbest arguments I think ever. I'm like, hey, can you stop that? She's like, stop what? I'm like, singing. She's like, what do you mean stop singing? I'm like, you're singing a song while I'm trying to watch this show, and it's distracting. And she's like, well, I just like the song. I'm like, well, then go in the other room and listen to it.
Do you think that she almost just like sings on like without realizing that she's doing it? Like it's just like almost like a reflex?
I think it's just like kind of like it's her thing.
Oh, I love that.
Someone just texted in, my wife thinks it's embarrassing that I still like to watch karate movies and do karate moves when I'm excited. Like full on kicks in the kitchen.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. Another text message, I wear Crocs with socks, and my girlfriend says I look like I just gave up on life, but I stand by the comfort.
Dude, Crocs are having such a moment right now. Everybody is wearing Crocs. Everybody is wearing Crocs with socks. I think, you can't be embarrassed about it anymore.
Yeah, my 5-year-old. But I don't know if that's like the right example to give. My child likes wearing Crocs.
Same.
That freaking kid, though, it's like, we have to constantly yell at her, like, lock the damn Crocs.
Oh, yeah, you got to put them in 4-wheel drive, for sure.
Because every day she's running around like the neighborhood and she falls. And she's like, I don't understand why I fell. I'm like, because your Crocs fall off.
Happens with Barrett, too. You got to put that strap on the back.
Yeah, lock them in.
Rookie.
Lock in the Crocs. Another person says, my wife calls me out for using a selfie stick at concerts. I'm like, I just want to get some cool shots.
I didn't even know selfie sticks were still around. I thought that was like very 10 years ago.
I just found my selfie stick, but if it's embarrassing, maybe I shouldn't take it out.
You know what I'm starting to realize? Selfie stick sounds like a different product.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, if I was to create one, maybe that's what I would call it.
I'm sure if you Google it right now, I don't want the targeted ads on my computer, so if you Google it, I feel like somebody has already made that version of a selfie stick.
They patented the adult selfie stick.
Probably removed the letters S and T.
Oh, yeah.
With a different letter.
Oh, my God.
The Daily Migs Show.
How would you like to beat Steve today? This man is sitting at 211 wins, 64 losses, for which feels like forever now, and 50 ties in 2025. 206-803-ROCK is the number to call if you think you can beat Migs at 650.
Get set for summer adventures in a new Ford and get thousands in savings and special APR offers with employee pricing at Kendall Ford of Marysville. We're down to the final weeks of being able to buy like a Ford factory employee. Don't miss the savings, like over $11,500 off MSRP on a new 2024 Ford F-150 Crew Cab XLT 4x4. And get 0% APR. Need more room for the family? Get into a new 2024 Ford Expedition XLT 4x4 and save over $10,200 off MSRP. No matter where your summer fun leads, enjoy the drive in a new Ford. Get in on the savings with Ford employee pricing before these deals are gone. Stop by Kendall Ford of Marysville today. Kendall. Let's start something great.
Bid number 1FRKF18183 and 1FREA90321. Zero down payment, financing and approved credit, all factory rebates subject to change. Price does not include taxes, title, or license. A negotiable documentary service fee of up to $200 may be added to the sale price of the vehicle. Subject to prior sales, see dealer for details. Offer expires 7/7/25.
Starting a big yard project? If you're digging in your yard, the law requires you to call 811 to avoid dangerous and costly damages to utility lines. Some fines can be over $5,000, and it only takes 2 business days after the day you contact 811 before you can start digging. Stay safe and call 811 or submit online at digsafewa.com.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Why are more women than ever choosing Natural Cycles? The hormone-free, side-effect-free way to take control of your fertility. Natural Cycles is a birth control app that uses your temperature to find your fertile window. It is more than a basic cycle tracking app. Natural Cycles is the only FDA-cleared and CE-marked birth control app and has helped millions prevent and plan for pregnancy naturally. Save 15% when you sign up today with code RADIO15. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa, Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who is ready to beat Migs? I know Bobby from Tacoma is. Bobby, are you there?
I'm here.
Good morning to Bobby and Steve. I've got to ask you to leave the studio now.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Bobby has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Where does the Muffin Man live?
Mulberry Lane?
No.
Pass.
What do you call a group of whales?
A pond.
Correct. How many states does Australia have?
5.
No.
6.
Yes. What 20th century conflict was called the Forgotten War?
Pass.
Who had the albums Mother's Milk and Blood Sugar Sex Magic?
Pass.
The temperature at which dew forms is called what?
Dew point.
Yes. In what organ of the human body would you find the cochlea?
Eye?
No.
Ear.
Yes. In what decade did Whammo popularize the hula hoop?
70s.
No.
80s.
No.
90s.
No. Who played Doc Brown in Back to the Future?
Christopher Lloyd.
That's right. Who wrote the book The Origin of Species in 1859?
Freud.
No.
Pass.
What 20th century conflict was called the Forgotten War?
War 1812.
No. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct. Not a bad score, Bobby.
Not bad.
And Steve has been tying a lot lately. I don't know what is in the air.
He has. Maybe he's off his game today.
Oh, no. Ryan Castle's rooting for him from outside the studio.
That's right.
Does that feel good?
It feels amazing.
Are you feeling ready, Steve? Yeah, Daddy, let's go. Where does the Muffin Man live?
Muffin Man. Oh, man, we had this conversation on Drury Lane.
Yes. What do you call a group of whales?
A gaggle.
No.
A team.
No.
A willy.
No. How many states does Australia have?
3.
No.
4.
No.
5.
No. What 20th century conflict was called the Forgotten War?
20th century conflict. I don't know. The Forgiven War. The Forgotten War.
No.
worthy of time.
No.
Pass.
Well, who had the albums Mother's Milk and Blood Sugar Sex
Red Hot
Magic?
Chili Peppers.
Correct. The temperature at which dew forms is called what?
Dewey Decimal System.
No.
Dew time.
No.
Mountain Dew.
No. In what organ of the human body would you find the cochlea?
In the mouth?
No.
The tongue?
No.
The brain?
No. In what decade did Whammo popularize the hula hoop?
50s.
Yes. Who played Doc Brown in Back to the Future?
Christopher Lloyd.
Correct. Who wrote the book The Origin of Species in 1859?
1859. Moses.
No. Steve?
Shakespeare?
No.
Wow.
You got 4 correct.
That's not good.
That is not good. It was not good enough to beat Bobby, who got 5.
I'm a winner.
Yeah, Bobby, nice work, my friend. Bobby was partying. Bobby did know
I have
that
to apologize to Ryan Castle. He hyped me up for no good reason.
Bobby knew that a group of whales is called a pod.
A pod.
J-pod, K-pod, all the pods. How many states does Australia have? It is 6, and our friend Bobby also knew that.
I was going in the right direction.
The Forgotten War was the Korean War.
Okay.
The temperature at which dew forms is called the dew point. The organ of the human body where the cochlea is the ear.
Yeah.
And the origin of species was penned by Charles Darwin.
Oh, yeah, that would have never happened.
Yes. But you know what? There's another opportunity for you to try and not lose at 7:50 and again at 8:50, Steve. And for our friend Bobby, he would look very cool rocking the new I Beat Migs t-shirt, which is a Rock Shop exclusive, available at KISW.com.
The Daily Migs Show. The Daily Migs Show.
There is a fabulous and fantastic feature on the Odyssey app where you can leave us a voice message, and the messages are coming in, Steve.
Yep, someone has an issue with hats, and someone wants us to eat something.
We will slide into our VMs after Nirvana.
Something got you bent, and now you need to vent? Or you did something bad and you need to repent? Well, slide into our VMs.
Yeah, baby, it's time to slide into our VMs. On the Daily Mix Show.
Go ahead and leave us a voice message whenever you feel like it. It's available to you 24/7, 365. You just download the Odyssey app for your smartphone and have at it. Steve?
Yes.
What's it like this morning in there?
Let's start off with a little bit of a Mariners review when we went to the Mariners game, and this one is through the Odyssey app. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, Daily Mix Show. This is Steven. It was nice seeing you, Migs, and Danny and Taryn all at the ball game last week.
It was awesome seeing Stevie, as always.
So great. He's just so positive and always gives a great hug.
Danny, thank you for the stickers. I appreciate it. It was nice seeing Lily.
Danny was handing out stickers like as if he was like a crack dealer.
He's our sticker daddy.
It was kind of fun to watch.
It's funny because our station just gives me stickers every time we go out. Now they're like, we know you like to hand these out. Here you go. And I just have like a stack of them.
He's like drunk with sticker power.
Yeah.
We ended up in the press room and he's handing out stickers to like quote unquote competing radio shows, which I thought was awesome. I don't know if you even realized that.
No, I knew it.
Okay, good. Like, we're talking to one of our buddies, Bob from ESPN. Bob Stone. I love that guy. And he's like, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Danny. Here's a sticker. And I look at Bob, and Bob's like, thanks. And I'm sure in his head, he's just like, what the hell?
He went and put it on his laptop immediately after that.
He put it on his car, which I thought was really nice of Bob.
I snuck into the locker room as well, put it all over the Mariners locker room. It was great.
I saw Cal Raleigh had it on his helmet during the game.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
Moto Pizza was fan-freaking-tastic. I only had to wait 10 minutes for my food. It was well worth the wait. Oh, and by the way, when people buy hats, take your stupid stickers off. I don't want to see your hat size.
Uh-oh. I feel like it's targeted one person of the show.
I think there's a division here.
Yeah. Okay, let's hear the rest.
I don't want to see anything like that. Take them off and wear your hat like a human being. Thanks, bye.
Yeah, Danny.
Well, I'm not a human being, Stevie. I am an alien, so I can leave stickers on my hat.
You know what's funny is that we were having that conversation at the baseball game. Taryn and I, you and Lily were in front of us. Lily found herself a really cool Mariners cap, your daughter.
Yeah.
And it was it was very adorable. Like looking at the two of you who were kind of dressed the same and had like a similar style hat on.
Yeah.
And you both had the stickers still on your hat.
She was like a little mini me.
Yeah, which I thought was awesome. But so I'm like, Taryn, look at that. How cool is that? Look at the two of them. And then Taryn's like, do you keep stickers on your hat? I'm like, hell no. The moment I buy my hat, I take that sticker off. I feel like that trend just, it went right by me. I didn't even.
Same.
I mean, I remember when like people in my life were doing that, and I always thought it was silly. And I've continued to think it's silly.
Yeah, no, I get it. You guys just uncool. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine. Whatever.
Old and out of touch.
Yeah, wear those stickers proudly.
Oh, the minute I get a hat, like I'm like peeling that damn sticker up. Do you keep the price tag too, or
No.
you just okay?
Just the
Come on,
size.
Steve. Let's not get crazy.
Oh, stupid Steve.
I think Danny just wants everybody to know how big his head is.
Yeah, so you keep the sticker that tells the size of your head, which is what, like I think a 9.5.
Yeah, 8, Steve. You're close though. Yes, the size sticker because it's gold and it's pretty.
The crazy thing is your head doesn't actually look that big, but when I've put your hat on, I'm like, my God, this man has a giant brain in there.
You know, I appreciate that in 2 different ways. It doesn't look big.
It doesn't until I put it on, and I'm like, man, this looks like one of those novelty hats that are bigger. But when it's on your head, it doesn't look weird.
I had a friend tell me, she was like, oh, all guys say their heads are huge. And I was like, no, you don't understand. Like, try my hat on. She's like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, I think mine's like a 7 and something. 3. I get snapbacks because
Size doesn't matter.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Steve.
It's the motion of the snapback.
Yes.
Check out our next voice message.
Just listening to What's in the Bag with the Creamer, and just want to let you know, my wife and I, we make it a habit now to try what you guys have tried because of that segment.
Okay, so yeah, what Wednesdays at 9:00 ish, we attempt to introduce each other to different types of food that we find at grocery stores. And we call it What's in the Bag. If it's something like a trending food item or just something that looks strange, we also put them up on our social media pages. Just look for at Daly Migs, and you can see the different types of food and beverages that we've tried with What's in the Bag.
For instance, we love the Selena cookies.
Okay, those are the Selena Oreo cookies, and they were delicious.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
I actually liked the walking tamale. My wife, not so much.
Okay, yeah, I think most of us agree with your wife.
Yeah.
Although one of the walking tamales, it's like a tamale that you don't even need to cook or refrigerate. It's just like in a bag, almost like a beef jerky thing.
Almost like a push-up pop that you push it up out of there.
Very strange.
The Netflix popcorn is now in our pantry at all times. Not too sure about this pistachio creamer just yet. It kind of sounds gross, but...
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah, can't confirm.
It's still in the refrigerator. I don't think I'm going back to just drinking my coffee black.
Well, we'll give it a shot next time we're at Sprouts. We do have one thing that we think that you guys should try, and we just saw it on TikTok. It's raw onions.
I mean, I do that. Yeah, me too. I like my onion raw.
All right, 2 of the 3 of us then enjoy it. I've never ate a raw onion.
But have you eaten raw onion?
Yeah, of course, but not like where I hold it like an apple and just go.
So good. Oh, a Walla Walla sweet onion? You can eat it like that.
You should check out Cooking with Holly B on TikTok. She has a raw onion recipe. And, well, before my wife and I try it, we want you guys to try it first. T-Brock, and love the show.
All right, so I did find this Cooking with Holly B, which has like millions of viewers or followers on TikTok. I have no idea who the hell this person is, but they have a way of eating the onion. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah.
Why do you look so disgusted by it? You eat an onion like an apple.
I just feel like this is the weirdest, it's... Instructions for eating a raw onion doesn't sound like a recipe to me.
Well, I think they add more to it than just like you take the onion, you put it in your hand, you open your mouth, and you put your teeth on it. I think there's a little bit more to it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay.
Let's eat an onion. I would never choose to eat it as an apple, but it's an option. Let's make Van's onion again. Lemon, olive oil, some flaky salt, pepper, babe, some everything but the bagel seasoning, gorge, it's giving locks, capers, babe. Someone in my comments said that these taste the way cigarettes smell.
Okay, I don't know if I really want to try this.
Wait, you put capers on it?
It sounds like
I have capers at home.
I'm gonna do a little balsamic glaze. Gorge. She's stunning. Let's give it a taste. You know you want to.
I don't know if I do.
I would eat that.
I would.
Would you prepare it for us for next
Sure,
week?
I'll do that.
All right.
I'm kind of excited.
All right, you'll prepare it how Holly B prepares it?
I guess that's my only choice.
Yeah.
To do it her way.
All right, we'll give it a whirl next week then.
Okay, I'm excited for what's in the bag.
The Daily Migs Show.
You can enter for the chance to win your way into the global live stream of Black Sabbath's final show. It's called Back to the Beginning. Maybe you've heard of it. Totally sold out in Birmingham. And it's got sets planned from Metallica, Alice in Chains, Guns N' Roses, and more. And you can get all the details. Enter for the chance to win at KISW.com.
Meet Natural Cycles, the only FDA-cleared and CE-marked birth control app that's 100% natural, hormone-free, and side effect-free. Here's how it works. The app analyzes daily changes in your body temperature to find your fertile window, so you can plan or prevent pregnancy naturally. Natural Cycles is a clinically proven, non-hormonal birth control option. that's 93% effective with typical use and 98% effective with perfect use. No synthetic hormones, just science. And if you're ready to start family planning, switching from preventing to planning a pregnancy is as easy as tapping a button. Plus, the Natural Cycles app makes tracking fertility easy. You can measure your temperature trends using an Oura Ring, Apple Watch, or our Bluetooth thermometer, which is free when you sign up for an annual subscription. Join over 4 million registered users who are taking control of their fertility naturally. Save 15% when you sign up with code RADIO15 at naturalcycles.com. That's Radio15 for 15% off today.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Get set for summer adventures in a new Ford and get thousands in savings and special APR offers with employee pricing at Kendall Ford of Marysville. We're down to the final weeks of being able to buy like a Ford factory employee. Don't miss the savings, like over $11,500 off MSRP on a new 2024 Ford F-150 Crew Cab XLT 4x4 and get 0% APR. Need more room for the family? Get into a new 2024 Ford Expedition XLT 4x4 and save over $10,200 off MSRP. No matter where your summer fun leads, enjoy the drive in a new Ford. Get in on the savings with Ford employee pricing before these deals are gone. Stop by Kendall Ford of Marysville today. Kendall. Let's start something great.
VIN number 1FRKF18183 and 1FREA90321. Zero down payment, financing on approved credit, all factory rebates subject to change. Price does not include taxes, title, or license. A negotiable documentary service fee of up to $200 may be added to the sale price of the vehicle. Subject to prior sales, see dealer for details. Offer expires 7/7/25.
Yesterday, I had a little bit of time to kill with Barrett before martial arts class, so we decided to go and visit our local pet store.
That's funny because Sid and Tatum went to the pet store yesterday, too.
Did they get anything exciting?
No, but I feel like when you take your kid to a pet store, it almost becomes a pet museum.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, let's check and see what happened with you guys.
Barrett, where are we right now?
Pet store.
What did you take me here to see?
Snake.
How did you feel about that?
I mean, I'm warming up to the snakes.
Now that you've touched the snake?
Now that I've befriended the snakes.
The Woodland Park Zoo brought actual snakes into the studio and you actually held a snake, conquering your fear.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
What kind of snakes?
Ball pythons.
And how many ball pythons are there here? Oh, that's a crested gecko.
No, right here it's cuter.
No, did it have a sign that said crested
It
gecko?
did.
Okay, because you're saying it like you're like how my dad used to be. He would say things with such authority, like as if like he just knew this. And I'm like, Dad, there's a sign that I can read that too. Thanks.
I mean, he's getting better at reading. I don't know if he knows the word gecko yet, but we're working on it. Is that a tarantula? Oh, that's a scorpion. Are you kidding me? Who would want a pet scorpion?
I wish we could move that to see it.
No way. Oh, what's that guy?
That is large.
That is what is that? Is that a bearded dragon? A bearded dragon?
It's definitely not an angry dragon.
No.
Okay, good.
And here's another one.
Oh my gosh. You took me to the craziest place in the whole world.
Yeah.
What kind of animal from here would you want?
Fish.
A fish.
No.
What?
But I just should.
A snake.
He's all about getting a snake, huh?
And they were like baby ball pythons. I mean, they were teeny. The one that we had in studio was gargantuan.
Yeah.
These were like little bitty babies. They were pretty cute.
It's funny you brought up fish, though, because at the pet store, Sid came back. She's like, yeah, I think Tatum wants a fish.
Oh.
And all I could think was, well, who's cleaning this fish tank? Because Dad over here does not want to be responsible for that. So if you guys are bringing a fish into this world, that's on you two.
Mm-hmm. Well, we also saw a bunch of ferrets. Okay, what animal is this?
Ferret.
What does a ferret look like? How could you describe it to somebody?
Short. Oh, he's going inside his little castle.
Do you like ferrets?
Yeah.
What would you rather have, a ferret or a ball python?
Ball python?
No.
And then feed the ferret to the ball.
Oh my God.
No, don't do that.
I'm sure they'd be excited about that.
No, I want a ferret, a bull python, and a hermit crab, and worms.
And worms. And who's going to clean?
Okay, go outside and play in the dirt. I got the worms taken care of.
We already have a worm farm right now. We're keeping 6 worms in our house at this moment.
Inside your house?
Yes, in a worm farm.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly why. Because of toddlers.
And worms. And who's going to clean all their pens and cages and stuff?
You and me.
Oh my gosh, I think this ferret really likes you. And then he was pretty cute because he realized that ferret rhymed with Barrett. And then he was like, then he was real excited about ferrets.
But he wants a snake.
He definitely wants a snake. That is like top of his list of pets that he would like.
Now, for those that don't know, we did put together a little highlight reel of you holding a snake when the Woodland Park Zoo came here. So, I mean, maybe you'd be more willing to have a ball python in your house. Would you?
I don't know. I mean, that would have to be like a Brad and Barrett thing. Like my husband and Barrett would have to be the snake people, and I would not want it anywhere near where I hang out.
But would you let it in the house?
I mean, I guess so. Oh God, I really can't even fathom that though. It's really hard.
Well, for those that missed your experience with the Washington State Zoo, with the zoo, Woodland Park Zoo, sorry, and you holding snakes, here's a little montage set to Jake the Snake Roberts theme song. What kind of snake do we have here?
Here we have a corn snake. His name is Salem, and he is about 12 years old.
Oh my!
What's typically in their diet?
He loves adult mice.
Oh, just favorite. Like you, Taryn.
Oh my God! He's licking your phone, Steve. Smelling. Wait, smelling.
Exactly.
Because I learned this. They smell with their tongue.
Look at his little tongue. He's like, ah.
Oh my God.
No?
I don't think I'm ready.
You're not ready yet?
I don't think I'm ready yet. Oh my God, he's so close to me.
That tongue is pretty amazing. Their tongue is forked, and it's letting their brain know where they need to go directionally.
So how are you feeling there, T-Dog?
I'm feeling very nervous. I think I've just blacked out a little bit. How do I hold him? Just with my hands?
Yeah, I'd say go with the hand. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God.
It's happening.
Just whatever you do, just don't drop him.
Okay. He's actually really nice.
He's very chill.
But when he starts looking at me, it freaks me out for a second.
I do like the parts where it gets like right up on your face and starts sticking its tongue out right at you.
Are we still talking about the snake?
Yes.
Sorry.
Have you ever held a snake?
Not on purpose, no.
Neither has Taryn. What's the consensus? Are you now...
I mean, I'm frozen. I haven't moved in 7 minutes.
I mean, it's got its body wrapped around your wrist.
I think he likes me.
How's it feel?
I mean, he's heavy.
You're doing great. So
he just kissed my neck.
He did.
He's romantic.
How's Brad gonna feel?
So
about
sweet.
This?
I would not say I'm a snake person yet, but I'm making baby steps toward being okay with snakes.
Over under before the end of 2025, they have a snake in their house.
Zero chance.
Really?
Yeah, I see it in her eyes. She doesn't like it.
Oh man.
Well, Brad, because my husband had one when he was a little boy, he's like, we should get him a snake. And I'm like, who is this we? Do you have a mouse in your pocket?
Well, now I know what to get Barrett for Christmas.
Hell no.
The Daily Migs Show.
How well do you think you know rock music? And more specifically, epic rock music duets. If you are a huge fan of rock, call in now because we would love to put you to the test. The number to call is 206-803-ROCK, and we will take your calls after Red Hot Chili Peppers. Ozzy Osbourne has one big wish, and that wish is to do a duet with Paul McCartney.
I believe that because I know he wears his, even though he's a heavy metal guy, you can hear the Beatles influence in so many of Ozzy's songs to the point where he even wears like the John Lennon sunglasses.
Oh, totally. He said he's been a massive Beatles fan for pretty much his whole life. And he was doing, kind of sharing this wish on his Ozzy Speaks show and talking about how starstruck he was that time that he met Paul McCartney back in 2001.
I found the audio and the video of that, which I have never seen. And it's it's crazy that it took until 2001 for them to meet. But here, you could tell Ozzy is starstruck. It's like a fan talking to Ozzy about how important Ozzy was to him. It's pretty cool to hear.
To the bass line. Oh, God, no, you're not letting him in.
Also, I love that Paul McCartney's completely trolling Ozzy Osbourne on the first time they're ever meeting, and this is like his idol.
Oh, bloody hell. Hello, darling. How you doing? All right, lovely, yeah. Great. It's great to meet you, man. It's been a lifetime of ambition of mine. You guys made me start music, you know.
And then he kicked him out of the room. No, they talked for a couple more minutes, got a picture, and then Paul's on another level.
Oh, my gosh, for sure. It's like being blessed by the Pope meeting him.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, though, for Ozzy.
Well, that would be a very strange duet, Ozzy and Paul McCartney. But there have been some very strange duets in rock history, Steve Migs.
And we found a few of them. We figured we'd put the Rockaholics to the test. If they can figure out, I think it's easy to figure out the rock star singing on the song, but is it... How hard will it be to figure out the person singing with them, which typically in these instances are not rock stars. They're in the world of music. They're just not in the rock world.
Well, April in Puyallup is a rock aficionado. Good morning, April. We're going to put you to the test and see if you can name the other artist on the duet.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, this one I feel like is going to be super easy, but we'll start off with an easy one. And this one features the sweet sounds of Aerosmith. Are you ready to figure out who they're duetting with?
Yes. Run DMC.
Run DMC, Walk This Way. I mean, a lot of people would say that this is the song that kind of got the rap rock collabs going.
100%.
And also, I mean, we talk about how it became like the kind of like it started off rap rock for a lot of people, but I also feel like that's also what revitalized Aerosmith's career because they were like becoming like a B player in the world of rock music. Like they weren't selling out arenas, they weren't selling a lot of records, and then all of a sudden that collaboration happened, and people were like,
whole new audience.
Oh crap! Let's check out this Aerosmith band again.
Yeah.
All right, let's give you one that's a little bit harder. You ready?
Yes.
All right, this one does feature the rock band Metallica. Do you think you know who's doing the la 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 part?
I am not sure.
Taryn?
I can't think of it right now. I'm having a complete brain fart.
A 60s rock or a 60s music icon?
I don't remember.
Marian Faithfull.
Oh.
I don't even know who that is.
That's okay. Yeah, neither does Danny.
Well, thank you for playing along, April. We've also got Chrissy from Bonnie Lake who would like to play the game. Good morning, Chrissy.
Hey, guys. How are you?
We're doing great. This one is going to be tough. I think you'll be able to, you'll know the rock star. It's Eddie Vedder, Pearl Jam's Eddie Vedder, and he's doing a performance and he's singing the song Redemption Song by Bob Marley. And the person he's doing the duet with, I'm curious to see if you can figure it out. Are you ready, Chrissy?
Ooh, let's give it a try.
Okay, that's Eddie, of course.
Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop.
Okay, here comes the duet.
How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Ooh.
Taryn, do you think you got it?
I think I might have.
Chrissy, what are you thinking?
Oh, man. It's like, nope, I'm going blank. I can see like Melissa Etheridge or someone along those lines.
You are, Chrissy, you are so far off. Think pop music. A pop artist that decided to try country music too.
Ooh.
Pissed off all of the country fans.
Not a country fan.
Taryn?
I got it. It's Beyonce.
It's Beyonce. How weird is that?
It actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, they sound good together.
I thought they did too. I'd listen to that one more time. Ever.
Well, yeah, because Eddie's on it. I'd listen to it at least one more time.
The Daily Migs Show.
Do you think you could beat Steve Migs this morning? And maybe with the help of the cheat sheet, you could do that. We played it yesterday at 5:40 during the men's room. 3 of the correct answers to the upcoming game. Call 206-803-ROCK, and we will play Beat Migs at 7:50.
Get set for summer adventures in a new Ford and get thousands in savings and special APR offers with employee pricing at Kendall Ford of Marysville. We're down to the final weeks of being able to buy like a Ford factory employee. Don't miss the savings, like over $11,500 off MSRP on a new 2024 Ford F-150 Crew Cab XLT 4x4. And get 0% APR. Need more room for the family? Get into a new 2024 Ford Expedition XLT 4x4 and save over $10,200 off MSRP. No matter where your summer fun leads, enjoy the drive in a new Ford. Get in on the savings with Ford employee pricing before these deals are gone. Stop by Kendall Ford of Marysville today. Kendall. Let's start something great.
VIN number 1FRKF18183 and 1FREA90321. Zero down payment, financing and approved credit, all factory rebates subject to change. Price does not include taxes, title, or license. A negotiable documentary service fee of up to $200 may be added to the sale price of the vehicle. Subject to prior sales, see dealer for details. Offer expires 7/7/25.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Fun fact, you can't get pregnant every day. You're only fertile for 6 days, ovulation day and the 5 days leading up to it. Natural Cycles is the only birth control app that can pinpoint your fertile window by analyzing your hormone-driven temperature trends. It's more than just a basic cycle tracking app. Natural Cycles is the only FDA-cleared and CE-marked birth control app and has helped millions prevent and plan for pregnancy naturally. Save 15% when you sign up today with code RADIO15. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs.
Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who is ready to beat Migs? I know Richard from Granite Falls is. Richard, are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Richard. Were you listening to the cheat sheet on the men's room yesterday at 5:40 by any chance?
I was not, so to be even playing ground.
Let's go,
That
Richard.
makes Steve very happy. And Steve, you got to get out of here now.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Richard has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am ready.
What is the name of Seattle's famous public market?
Pike Place.
Yes. What auto manufacturer makes the Prius?
Toyota.
Correct. What insects protect peonies from pests?
Pass.
How many times has Scarlett Johansson been married?
4.
No.
3.
Yes. What is measured with the Richter scale?
Earthquake.
Correct. What is the name of the rabbit in Bambi?
Thumper.
Yes. In what decade was the Orange Julius developed?
The 60s.
No.
70s.
No.
90s.
No. An oncologist specializes in the treatment of which disease?
Oncologist. Pass.
How many times have the Mariners reached the playoffs?
A lot. 3.
No.
6.
No.
8.
No. What Central American country is home to the world's longest underwater cave?
Peru?
No.
Pass.
Richard, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct. We split it right down the middle, my friend.
All right.
Yeah, we'll take it. He's smiling. He had a loss earlier.
I did. It's been a while since I've had a loss. I got to redeem myself.
Are you feeling ready to bounce back?
Showtime.
What is the name of Seattle's famous public market?
Pike Place.
Yes. What auto manufacturer makes the Prius?
Toyota.
Correct. What insects protect peonies from pests?
Mosquitoes?
No.
Peonies from pests. I don't know. What insect? Ants?
Yes.
Oh.
How many times has Scarlett Johansson been married?
Never.
Not true.
Oh. Twice.
No.
3 times.
Yes. What is measured with the Richter scale?
Earthquakes.
Yeah. What is the name of the rabbit in Bambi?
Thumper.
Correct. In what decade was the Orange Julius developed?
The 70s.
No.
60s?
No.
80s.
No.
Damn
An oncologist specializes in the treatment of which disease?
What was that?
An oncologist specializes in the treatment of what
Cancer.
disease? Yes. How many times have the Mariners reached the playoffs?
Not enough. 6?
No.
9?
No. But no.
5.
Yes.
Let's
What
go.
Central American country is home to the world's longest underwater cave?
Is that Peru?
It is not.
Oh. Brazil?
No.
Chile.
No. I was also saying Central, and you were going South America.
Yeah, I can't figure that out. I'll never get those right.
Steve, you did really well, though. You got 8 correct, and that is a win.
Let's go.
8-5. Sorry, Richard.
Next time, I'm going to keep getting.
That's right.
I'm going to keep getting.
I'm the best. I'm the best.
The Orange Julius was developed in the 1920s.
Are you serious?
I am so serious.
I used to be obsessed with getting Orange Julius.
That
I
was
haven't
like
had
the
it in
highlight
forever.
of going to the mall.
That was the reward. It was either that or Burger King for my mom if I was willing to go to the mall and go shopping with her. She's like, after we're done, you could get a Whopper at Burger King because there was a Burger King in the mall of all things.
Nice.
Back in those days. It was like its own standalone at the mall. Or Orange Julius.
Oh, when you were a good boy.
Yes.
The Central American country home to the world's longest underwater cave is Mexico.
Oh, okay.
But you did really well, Steve. Congratulations on your victory.
Yeah, I need to buy a map.
That would probably be very helpful in this game. We have a new t-shirt that you can get in the rock shop at KISW.com pertaining to this game. It is the I Beat Migs t-shirt, and there's no fact checking. If you beat Migs or not, you can still buy one at KISW.com.
The Daily Migs Show.
I am in the middle of what could potentially be a ruined vacation this weekend, trying to go to Lopez Island.
Yeah, how's that going for you?
Not great, but a rockaholic named Jolene wants to offer up some help. So we're going to chat with her after Guns N' Roses.
Because you're trying to get on the ferry.
Oh, yeah.
And it's booked solid.
No chance. As you may have heard yesterday, I am on a quest to get myself to Lopez Island this weekend.
Because you already screwed it up. You dropped the ball. You weren't able to get your reservation. You've disappointed not only your son, your husband, your mom, your dad, and everyone else in the family.
Even the dog, because the dog is supposed to go with us. Broody Boy is supposed to go on his first island adventure.
And he's hurt right now. He's got a torn meniscus, right?
Yep. But we have a rockaholic on the phone. Her name is Jolene. She's from Marysville. And Jolene, you are a Lopez Island frequent flyer?
I am. I grew up kind of up there. My parents bought property back in 1972 and kind of grew up them pulling me out of school early to go spend the weekend up there. So well familiarized with Lopez.
So tell us, before we get into Taryn's troubles, she mentioned how it's called Lopez Island. Can you confirm that? And what is it about Lopez Island that you love?
Oh, I love the fact that it's away from all city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful island. Everybody is so friendly. It's such a fantastic community. Everybody pulls together up there when one person is in need. It's fantastic. Shout out to Isabella's Coffee up there is an amazing little cafe to go to, meet locals, sit, relax, enjoy. You know, Lopez Island Creamery, amazing ice cream.
You know, I was about to ask. I was like, a small town is not a small town unless it has a cool local ice cream store.
It's great.
Now I'm in.
Yeah, right. All we needed was to sell Steve on the ice cream, and now he's going to be on a ferry too.
So then you probably know better than most. Like, so is it just a complete and utter cluster F to just try and get onto a ferry these days? Because last time I went to the San Juan Islands, I mean, we're talking like 20 years ago, and I don't remember it being that big of an ordeal. I mean, yeah, we had to get on a boat, we had to do this, do that, but I don't remember like having to like wait online, hoping that I would get approved to be able to get on a ferry.
Well, ever since they started this reservation process, it's been really rough. And a matter of fact, not this following last year, we did the WTF for our fireworks and our 4th of July theme, which, you know, was a where's the ferry and not the original WTF.
I got
So the Lopezians also feel that pain of having to sit and wait in line. Sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. And it's just a struggle.
Well, that's a testament to how nice people are then at Lopez Island. Because I'm thinking, like, if all these like people that want to just come onto our island and check things out are causing all these ferry delays, I probably hate everybody. So.
It seems to be just a nonstop. During the wintertime, it's a little bit easygoing, but yeah, definitely the tourists, the amount of people that want to go to Lopez makes it a little bit longer of a wait time. Just pack your patience and hopefully you catch the ferry.
What's your favorite thing to do on Lopez Island?
It's definitely go down to town. They have amazing bookstores, you know, an art store. Definitely my favorite, though, is going to Isabella's and the local cafes. Blue Heron Cafe is amazing. Great food.
Okay, food. And, the book part almost lost me because I'm like, I don't read.
Steve doesn't know how to read, Jolene.
I do know
really
how to read. I just do it case by case.
And what part of the island is your property on?
We're over further. We're down on down to. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Ruth Neslin. Long time ago, there was a murder mystery that happened. We're neighbors to that.
To the murder house?
Yes, the murder.
Were you around when this story? When I don't know anything about the story, but so you have to give us a little bit of a backstory to this.
Right. I was a very young child. I remember FBI going up and down the road to the Ruth Neslin. She owned a bed and breakfast on the island, and her husband wound up missing. She had murdered, and she owned a bed and breakfast, but his body was never found. And a lot of jokes go around about where his body had gone.
To the creamery.
Oh, no. That's the chunks in there.
But yeah, so we're neighbors to that. And but yeah, as a child, I just remember a lot of FBI going up and down the road, looking for the bodies and digging through the yards and stuff. So yeah.
Do you know the neighbors do you know the people that live there now? Or you always hear stories of like people that don't want to live somewhere where there's like a murder or anything along those lines because they're worried about like kind of like weird vibes in the home. Have you heard anything?
I have not heard anything from the new owners, and they've been there for quite some time. But these new neighbors, they don't seem to be bothered by anything weird. The property is still the same, though.
Oh, my gosh. I love a little murder mystery.
I know, right?
Totally. Well, Jolene, I hope at some point I run into you on Lopez Island because you and your family sound like a really fun group.
Oh, we would love to. I'd love to meet you.
Well, thank you so much for all the Lopez talk today. This is just awesome. And I really do hope I can make it out there this weekend because it is such a special place.
We'll drag everybody with you. That'd be awesome. Come on, guys.
At the minimum, bring us back some ice cream.
Right.
Awesome, Jolene. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks. You too.
Take care.
Bye.
So we're going to Lopez Island next weekend for the 4th of July.
Yay!
Apparently so.
Broadcasting live all week long from Lopez Island.
Broadcast. We're taking the week off. I'm not waking up early. This place sounds crazy.
The Daily Migs Show.
There is a fantastic chat happening online right now where they're talking about these now obsolete skills that people of a certain age have and will never forget, but maybe those skills are not anymore needed.
Oh, good.
You know?
So we're going to feel real old again.
Sure are. Some of these will definitely make you feel ancient. We will go straight to the comments at 8:20.
Why are more women than ever choosing natural cycles? The hormone-free, side-effect-free way to take control of your fertility. Natural Cycles is a birth control app that uses your temperature to find your fertile window. It is more than a basic cycle tracking app. Natural Cycles is the only FDA-cleared and CE-marked birth control app and has helped millions prevent and plan for pregnancy naturally. Save 15% when you sign up today with code RADIO15. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
There is a fabulous chat online. Well, I guess it's not so fabulous because it's making us feel old. It's talking about now obsolete skills that we have as adults of a certain age that we'll never forget how to do, but these skills are just no longer needed in society.
Just because of how technology is and how the world has evolved that we don't even use these things anymore.
So let's go straight to the comments.
So we found a few of these comments, and we figured who better read them than someone that sadly is no longer with us, but when he was with us, he was kind of cranky, and he was getting older, and that's Gilbert Gottfried.
Yes.
All right, so you ready for the first comment about things that are obsolete now, but we all still have a certain set of skills when it comes to them.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
Programming VCR.
Mm-hmm.
I was terrible at that.
You were?
I knew how to do it. I would always forget to program. So I was a big fan of the TV show Lost.
Yeah.
And I used to, for whatever reason, I can't remember. Maybe it was on later on in the night and I was working morning radio. I was like, you know what? I'll set my VCR to record it. And I forgot to record it for an episode or two. And it's just like that show was confusing as it was if you watched every episode. But if you missed an episode, even their little like recap wasn't enough. And I finally just had to give up on Lost.
So if you missed an episode, you were lost?
Okay, yes. Yes, I was.
Making brown paper bag book covers for school books.
Now, yeah, that was for the people who didn't have a lot of money, myself included.
That was myself included. I used to
Yeah.
love that. And then you could draw art on it and write the name of the boy you had a crush on.
I still don't know how to do that.
How to make them?
That was never a skill that I learned how to do.
I knew I couldn't do it now. But I remember back in the day, easy, like get one of those like brown paper bags.
Yep.
Whoop, 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 got it done. I wasn't writing the boy who had a crush on, but I would put all my favorite metal bands, like Metallica, Slayer, and I would write them all out on there, which was very rebellious when you go to
So edgy.
Well, I was going to a Catholic all-boys high school. I was pretty badass, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, did you get the ones that were already pre-made?
No, my mom would do it for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I was poor as well, Steve. I just never learned the skill.
The pre-made ones were always kind of funny.
I never had one of the pre-made ones.
Me neither, but there were kids in our school that did.
Lucky.
And they would brag about they didn't care either.
Writing a check.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had a checkbook in years, but there was a time. I feel like I was one of the last ones to get rid of my checkbook.
No, we still got it going on in our household.
You do?
The other day we got a bill. Also, odd that we got a bill from a place and they're like, either call us to pay for it or send us a check. I'm like, you don't have a website that I can just do this on? And my wife's like, oh, no big deal. Apparently, she writes checks all the time when it comes to paying certain bills, like the Nordstrom bill, for her credit card and for this place as well. She's just like, whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm like, wait a second. We still have checks in this house?
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Also, so she's the old lady that holds up the whole grocery store?
Oh, yeah. No,
okay.
She's not that bad, although that would be pretty hilarious. I got to convince her to do that one of these days.
Just for one time.
Pull out a checkbook and write a check at the grocery store, especially at her age.
And will you just videotape it and see what people behind are doing with their faces?
Oh, I bet there'll be a lot of eyes rolling.
Setting up 2 VCRs so that you can make a copy of a movie from the video store.
You got to remember to put the tape over the tab.
Yes.
Sometimes if you want to record over something you're not supposed to record over.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We did that also with records too. Like, hey, can I borrow your album so I can make a copy? This is before yeah.
So insane.
That is funny though. Do you remember the VCR that had the 2 that you could actually put 2 VHS tapes in?
That was getting bougie.
It's crazy. Yeah, you don't need that skill anymore.
Rewinding cassettes with a pencil.
Yeah. Tighten it up, baby.
Loading a 35mm camera and even developing the film.
There was a certain level of excitement when you knew your pictures were ready, and you would hurry over to the store that had a Walgreens type of a store. And you're like, I'm here for my pictures.
This is the best.
Yeah, nowadays you don't have to worry about that.
No filters. You're only taking one picture of everything. Those were the days.
Yeah, you had to make sure you got a good shot because you only had 35 opportunities in that disposable camera.
You didn't know if someone had blinked their eyes.
Yeah, and guess what? All of those 35 shots were always terrible.
They were terrible. And you always look like a demon because of a flash. And you remember you had to buy flashes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. We're old.
Driving a stick shift.
Don't know how to do it.
I do, but I haven't done it in so long.
This is a stupid question. Are they still manufacturing manuals?
Oh, yeah.
All the time?
Yeah.
Way fewer, or is it the same amount?
I would imagine way fewer, and it's always the running joke. If you want to make sure that your car is an anti-theft car, get a car that's a stick shift.
That's a good call.
Most people breaking into cars don't even know how to drive stick.
I'm not messing with that.
But yeah, they still got them. Yeah. I'm not buying it, but they still got them. One more.
Making a weed pipe out of a Coke can.
Or an apple.
Or a carrot.
Coke can was always the one to go. I remember even back in those days in college when we would do that because we would never have a way to smoke our weed and thinking, even the dumb things we're putting in our system, this feels like the most unhealthy thing that we're doing of all the things.
It can't be good.
Right. Or even smoking with a butter knife, the knife hits.
Oh, knifers were, that was like dabs before dabs.
Those were the good old days.
The Daily Migs Show.
The next stop of the Men's Room World Tour is on the calendar, so circle Saturday, July 19th from 2 until 5. The guys are going to be at the Tracyton Movie House in Bremerton. They got live music from Woodshed. Band. They're so fantastic. Plus food, drinks, and all the hang time you could possibly need with those dudes. All the details on the party can be found at KISW.com. The world is a very busy place, and when it comes to pop culture, there is a mountain of information out there.
It's a scary place with pop culture.
It sure is. We're going to help out, though, by sifting through all of it and telling you what's trending.
Trending on the Daily Migs Show. What's trending? Let's go. Let's go.
We have a new development in the Martin Cove biting incident. If you're not
Every
familiar,
day there's some new info.
If you're not familiar with the story, Martin Cove bit Cobra Kai actress Alicia Hannah Kim at a fan event that actually happened to be taking place in Puyallup. It was called SummerCon. They now have audio from the police body cam footage when Alicia was confronting him, and this is what it sounded like.
You cannot
bite people.
Okay. It's like this poor cop's like, hey, buddy, love you in Cobra Kai and the Karate Kid, but you can't bite people.
Keep your teeth to yourself.
That is not okay.
That is assault.
And it's 100% up to her if she wants to pursue charges. I'd like to understand why you did that.
I apologize. I was just playing because we're very playful together, and I bit down too hard, and I meant to
She's
just...
got a mouth mark on her.
I know.
No, we do not play like that.
I apologize.
No.
I love how he's like right in front of her. He's like, oh, this is just what we do. And she's like, yeah, that's not what we do.
No.
At all.
He's obviously very sorry. She's not pressing charges, but she did want to file the report because the bite mark was so visible.
Damn. Okay. Well, I'm sure by tomorrow we'll have more information about this, too.
Oh, of course. I mean, I think she's going to probably get it tattooed now.
All right. So The Simpsons, I don't understand. Maybe we can make sense of this. So their season 36 finale happened back on May 18th.
So if you haven't watched it, this is a spoiler alert.
Okay. I'm about 25 seasons behind.
Same.
Maybe even more. Maybe 32 seasons behind. I have not watched The Simpsons in decades. But all of a sudden this week, people are talking about what happened in the season 36 finale like it happened this week. But again, the episode aired on May 18th, but there's a bunch of articles and social media posts that have been going viral these last few days about how in the future, because it's like one of those like flash forward to the future kind of things, apparently, and it's a big deal, so spoiler alert, in the future, Marge Simpson, the mom, she's the first Simpson to pass away. And here's the clip where Marge is in heaven with, of all people, Ringo Starr.
I'm just so happy my kids are close again.
Love, we'll be late for the heaven buffet. There's a shrimp tower.
Okay, Ringo. And I'm just so glad we're allowed to marry different people in heaven.
Okay, so she's hooking up with Ringo Starr, apparently.
Also, Ringo almost sounded a little Irish there.
There's a shrimp tower.
Okay, Ringo.
Or Scottish. I'm not really sure, but they really should get Robot Ringo next time. Also, does that mean that Ringo's going to die?
What if that actually is Ringo Starr? And you're like, whoever is the voice of Ringo Starr did a terrible job. And he's like, it's me, Ringo. That's me right here.
There's a shrimp tower.
No, it's pretty rare that they have like major characters die, and who knows if it's ever going to really happen. But with the way that the Simpsons are going, they'll probably get to that point in the future with the actual show, because it just seems like it's going to live forever.
I mean, nobody's really aging, right?
No, of course not. Right. That actually is a good point. How's she going to die if they never age?
You know who Lorde is, right? She's from New Zealand, yes?
The Royals song, right?
Yeah,
that's
never
all I
be
know.
Royals. Well, she was on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert and was talking about how she overcame some very intense stage fright that she had been battling since she was 5.
I had truly the most horrific stage fright, really since I was like 5, doing community theater.
How did you get over that? Because that can cripple some people's careers.
Do you know what she did? Any guesses?
She took an improv class.
Danny?
She imagined everyone naked.
Well, both of you are very wrong.
Totally. I'm like, can I talk about it?
Yeah, can you?
Well, it's MDMA therapy.
MDMA?
Yeah.
Therapy?
Yeah. Truly, like, changed the game on my stage fright. Yeah.
She did a bunch of Molly and now feels comfortable in front of you. But we're calling that now therapy.
Therapy. We use air quotes. Therapy.
But I don't know, I'm probably just paraphrasing, but there was like back in the day, like way back in the day, they would use MDMA as a form of like marriage counseling.
Oh.
Because, I mean, who don't you love when you're hopped up on Molly?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of touching.
I fell in love with a speaker at a rave once.
I have a question for both of you.
Yes.
How did your MDMA therapy go?
Well, I've been trying to run that by my wife. I'm like, I feel like I need to see a therapist. She's like, yeah? I'm like, yeah, it's an MDMA therapist.
It's in the woods. It's at the music festival this weekend.
I also need an LSD therapist, too, and maybe a mushroom therapist. Is that cool, babe?
It's all those things together that make you a whole person.
Yes.
The Daily Migs Show.
How would you like to try to beat Steve this morning? His record is 212 wins, 65 losses, and 50 ties in 2025. 206-803-ROCK is the number to call, and we play Beat Migs at 8:50.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
From summer plans to summer projects, it's truck season at Kendall Chevrolet of Marysville. From towing your toys to pulling up to the perfect camping spot to loading up a truck bed full of supplies for that next project. Take on summer with a great deal on a new Chevy truck that's up for anything. Right now, you can save $8,500 off MSRP on a new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 Custom Crew Cab 4x4. If you need more truck for the job, step up to a Chevy Heavy Duty. Save $6,500 off MSRP on a new 2025 Chevy Silverado 2500 LTZ Crew Cab 4x4. Chevy, together, let's drive. Get in on the summer savings at Kendall Chevrolet of Marysville. Stop by today. Kendall, let's start something great.
VIN number SG312-766 and S1202522. All factory rebates subject to change. Prices listed do not include tax, title, or license. A negotiable documentary service fee of up to $200 may be added to the sale price of the vehicle. Subject to prior sales, see dealer for details. Offer expires 6/30/25.
Fun fact, you can't get pregnant every day. You're only fertile for 6 days, ovulation day and the 5 days leading up to it. Natural Cycles is the only birth control app that can pinpoint your fertile window by analyzing your hormone-driven temperature trends. It's more than just a basic cycle tracking app. Natural Cycles is the only FDA-cleared and CE-marked birth control app and has helped millions prevent and plan for pregnancy naturally. Save 15% when you sign up today with code RADIO15. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
Hi, is this a tour bus?
Sure is. Hop on. We're about to pass our first BMO ATM, and there it goes. There's the next one.
What tour is this?
The BMO Fee-Free ATM Tour. BMO customers have access to over 40,000 fee-free ATMs nationwide. Number 3 just up ahead, folks. Get your cameras ready.
Oh, okay. I didn't bring any snacks.
BMO.
Accounts are subject to approval and are provided in the United States by BMO Bank and a member FDIC.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who is ready to beat Migs? I know Kevin from Renton is. Kevin, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Good morning to Kevin. And that means, Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Kevin has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Who wrote The Cat in the Hat?
Dr. Seuss.
Correct. What kind of alcohol is in a Moscow Mule?
Vodka.
Yes. What poisonous spider is identified by a red hourglass marking?
Black Widow.
Correct. What number is expressed by V in Roman numerals?
20?
No.
15?
No.
30?
No. Which southeastern state is home to the world's largest naval base?
California?
No.
Florida.
No.
South Carolina.
No. Which retailer's advertising campaign featured a "That Was Easy" button?
Staples.
Yes. What do plants produce through photosynthesis?
Chlorophyll.
No.
Oxygen.
Yes. Who played the role of the president in Independence Day?
Morgan Freeman.
No. But, Kevin, you got 5 correct, and that is a fine score. Split it right down the middle.
Okay.
Okay. Kevin feels okay.
Okay.
How do you feel, Steve?
I'm feeling all right, a little tired.
Yeah? Do you think you're ready?
Yeah, 100% ready. And so Macho Man would tell us that. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Macho Man. He wasn't ready.
I was glad that he showed up, though.
Me too. May you rest in peace.
Who wrote The Cat in the Hat?
Dr. Seuss.
Yes. What kind of alcohol is in a Moscow Mule?
Ginger beer.
No.
Vodka.
Correct. What poisonous spider is identified by a red hourglass marking?
The Black Widow.
Yes. What number is expressed by V in Roman numerals?
5.
Yes. Which southeastern state is home to the world's largest naval base?
Maine.
No.
Southeastern? I don't know. Florida?
No.
I don't know. Pass.
Which retailer's advertising campaign featured a "That Was Easy" button?
Staples.
Correct. What do plants produce through photosynthesis?
They produce honey.
No.
Pollen.
No.
They produce other plants.
No. Who played the role of president in Independence Day?
Is that Tommy Lee Jones?
No.
Tom Cruise?
No.
Oh, son of a... Oh, what's that? William Dafoe.
No.
No, what's his...
What
gosh.
is the longest nerve in the human body?
The spine.
Steve,
I fall apart.
You got 5 correct, and that is another tie.
Oh, come on.
Kevin, nice work. Next time you will beat Migs.
I hope so.
Take care.
Well, let's go through some of these.
Oh, the present one's killing me.
I will get to that in a
Okay,
second.
fine.
The southeastern state home to the world's largest naval base is Virginia.
Virginia. And my brother was stationed there for a minute. Such a moron.
You're making it worse, Steve.
No, I know. I'm such a freaking moron. I was trying to think of the places that he's been stationed at. I could not think of it.
Kevin knew that plants produce, through photosynthesis, oxygen. The role of president in Independence Day was played by Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman.
And the longest nerve in the human body is the sciatic nerve.
Ooh.
Have you ever had sciatic pain?
No, I have some friends that do, and based on their description of it, it sounds awful.
I don't ever want to experience that. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's just like, they're just like, yeah, I can't do blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why not? Like, oh, I got sciatic pain. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? And they tell me, I'm like, oh, that sucks.
It's like the worst thing ever.
I mean, yeah, it's up there.
Steve, we've got a shirt that has your face on it in the rock shop. It's the I Beat Migs shirt, and you look like a character from the show...
Dogman
Migs. You can get your very own at KISW.com.
The Daily Migs Show. The Daily Migs Show.
Are you a fan of movies? If so, call in now. 206-803-ROCK. We have a very simple question for a movie buff. So if that's you, call in now. 206-803-ROCK. We will ask that simple question after Everlast. Another one of those anniversaries to make you feel old. The 50th anniversary of the release of Jaws.
Really?
Jaws is turning 50. But the New York Times...
Which maybe scared everybody at that time to even think of going in the ocean.
Oh, gosh.
Yep.
Yeah, that wrecked me for a while.
I didn't take a bath for months because of that movie now.
But the New York Times does not want the cinematic masterpiece of Jaws to overshadow the cinematic masterpiece of Jaws 2.
I don't think I've ever seen Jaws 2. To be honest with you, I don't even know if I've watched the entire Jaws.
Really?
I mean, I remember it was on, back when I was growing up, it would end up on TV from time to time, and of course would watch some of it. I get the premise.
Sure.
But I don't know if I've ever watched it from beginning to end.
I mean, I think I probably watched Jaws 2 once. I've seen Jaws probably 15 times.
So did you like Jaws 2?
It's fine. I don't think it deserves a bunch of props like they're giving it.
Well, I mean, maybe they're just... I know I've seen a lot of people talking about Jaws in the last week or two because of the anniversary, which is crazy that it's 50 years old.
Yeah, that blows my mind. But Jaws 2, being a fabulous sequel, leads us to want to ask a simple question. And we will ask that simple question to Jim in Linwood first. Jim, what do you think is the greatest sequel, in your opinion?
I got to go with Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
That's
it improves on the original in almost every way.
See, I argue with a lot of people. I like the original Terminator better. I know I'm in the minority. I think Terminator 2 is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but I enjoy the grittiness and the overall vibe of Terminator, the original.
Respect.
Thank you.
I mean, you can't not love the slowly descending thumbs up into the liquid metal.
Oh, the ending. I appreciate at least you didn't get offended by that. So many times I talk to people about Terminator 2, and they get so mad that I like Terminator 1 more.
Life's too short.
Jim is a reasonable man.
I feel that.
Mike from Gig Harbor, our simple question, what is the greatest sequel in your opinion?
I honestly was going to go with Terminator 2 as well.
Dude, I'm looking at a lot of random lists about the greatest sequels of all time, and Terminator 2 is top 5 in all of these.
I agree with that.
Another one that seems to be top 5 in all of these, Godfather Part 2.
That is, I think that's got to be almost number 1 in my opinion.
Yeah.
206-803-ROCK, asking our simple question to Nick in Kent. Nick, what is the greatest sequel in your opinion?
I'd say the new the Batman movie with the Joker. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, The Dark Knight?
Dark Knight, yes.
Yeah, Dark Knight. It was just out of the water with it, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good choice for sure.
Oh, that was with Christian Bale and
Heath Ledger.
I was going to say Joaquin Phoenix, but yeah, Heath Ledger, may he rest in peace. Yeah, that's a great film.
Let's chat with Anthony in Renton. Anthony, the same simple question to you. What is the greatest sequel in your opinion?
It's a spoof movie, Leonard Part 6.
Oh my gosh, I forgot all about that. Was there a Leonard Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
No, they just started off with Leonard Part 6. It's when they were doing all the sequels and going to the 3s and 4s and Rocky 2.
So it's a spoof on sequels, even though it's the original.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, that's genius. I really like that.
I'm looking at some of these. So would you put Godfather 2 as your number one?
I mean, probably. I would also say I think Toy Story 2 is a pretty fantastic sequel.
You guys are. For me, it's Rocky 2. Rocky 2.
We knew you were going to say
it's that or Grease 2. Both of them. Have you ever seen Grease 2?
Yeah, it is significantly less awesome.
What I love is there's actually like a stupid social media like trend. I don't know if it's a trend's the right term, but there's like a little bit of like an uproar of people who are like me or like, we need to put some respect on Grease 2.
I mean, it's a fine movie, but it's not better.
What about Empire Strikes Back?
That's a great argument. That's a fantastic movie. 206-803 Rock. It's our simple question for Patrick at JBLM. What is the greatest sequel in your opinion?
Aliens. So Alien 2, Sigourney Weaver, Xenomorphs.
And that's the one where she shaved her head.
No, that's number 3.
Oh.
So wait, okay, stupid question then. What do you call the third? So a sequel is the second. What do you call the third movie?
I think it's actually just Aliens 3.
No, you're looking for like term.
Like
so a second movie is called a sequel. I think the third would be a sequel as well, or a trilogy.
Oh, there you go. Why couldn't I think of that word?
And so Alien, the original, was kind of more of like a horror type vibe to it. And then
definitely.
Aliens, the second one, was a little bit more suspenseful.
Definitely.
I liked Aliens more than the first one as well.
206-803 Rock. Brian, you're in Puyallup. What do you think is the greatest sequel in your opinion?
I believe it's Empire Strikes Back, but I believe Dark Knight, Empire Strikes Back, and T2 are probably the top 3 in all sequels across the board.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of people that would argue with you. Like maybe throwing Godfather 2 as well, but I think those are considered to be like the gold standard of sequels for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brian. Rock on.
What about Back to the Future Part 2?
That's a good one, too. I've thoroughly enjoyed that movie.
The Incredibles Part 2? Someone just texted in?
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, my God. What?
Shonda in Kent, what is the greatest sequel in your opinion?
I like The Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors.
Oh, got it. Okay. I don't know if I saw that
Yeah,
one.
I think
Maybe
I gave up
need
after the
to.
second one.
Danny's our resident horror movie guy. Have you seen that one?
No, I sure have not.
Oh, what about this text? The best movie sequel of all time, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze.
That's a great call.
Yes.
And I got one for you then too, Steve. D2, The Mighty Ducks.
Oh, yes.
Greatest one ever.
Quack, 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 quack.
The Daily Migs Show.
Do you think you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the hook? If so, we're going to hook you up with tickets to the Summer Unity Tour with Live and Collective Soul, Our Lady Peace also on the bill, and it's all going down at White River Amphitheater on July 8th. If you want to play Hook or Shook, call 206-803-ROCK. We will play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
Meet Natural Cycles, the only FDA-cleared and CE-marked birth control app that's 100% natural, hormone-free, and side effect-free. Here's how it works. The app analyzes daily changes in your body temperature to find your fertile window, so you can plan or prevent pregnancy naturally. Natural Cycles is a clinically proven, non-hormonal birth control option that's 93% effective with typical use and 98% effective with perfect use. No synthetic hormones, just science. And if you're ready to start family planning, switching from preventing to planning a pregnancy is as easy as tapping a button. Plus, the Natural Cycles app makes tracking fertility easy. You can measure your temperature trends using an Oura Ring, Apple Watch, or our Bluetooth thermometer, which is free when you sign up for an annual subscription. Join over 4 million registered users who are taking control of their fertility naturally. Save 15% when you sign up with code RADIO15 at naturalcycles.com. That's Radio 15 for 15% off today.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Get set for summer adventures in a new Ford and get thousands in savings and special APR offers with employee pricing at Kendall Ford of Marysville. We're down to the final weeks of being able to buy like a Ford factory employee. Don't miss the savings, like over $11,500 off MSRP on a new 2024 Ford F-150 Crew Cab XLT 4x4. And get 0% APR. Need more room for the family? Get into a new 2024 Ford Expedition XLT 4x4 and save over $10,200 off MSRP. No matter where your summer fun leads, enjoy the drive in a new Ford. Get in on the savings with Ford employee pricing before these deals are gone. Stop by Kendall Ford of Marysville today. Kendall. Let's start something great.
VIN number 1FRKF18183 and 1FREA90321. Zero down payment, financing on approved credit, all factory rebates subject to change. Price does not include taxes, title, or license. A negotiable documentary service fee of up to $200 may be added to the sale price of the vehicle. Subject to prior sales, see dealer for details. Offer expires 7/7/25.
It's time for Hook or Shook, the game with absolutely no integrity. We'll play 1 second of a hook from a song, then you have to guess what it is. We'll bend the rules, pull out all the stops, and do anything to help you win. But you might just get shook, as one of us will play too and possibly cost you the game.
This week, we are playing for tickets to the Summer Unity Tour with Live and Collective Soul and Our Lady Peace, all at White River Amphitheater on July 8th.
I'm excited about two of those three bands.
Which one are you not excited about?
I'll hit the beer garden during Collective Soul set.
Say hi to Luke from Snohomish, who is our contestant this morning. What's up, Luke?
How's it going, guys?
We're doing great, and we're ready to spin this wheel and see if you are playing with me or Migsy.
All right, there goes the wheel. Who will it land on? Sounds like there's a kid in the background.
Is there a baby?
That's Gemma. I got Gemma and Logan with me. You keep working us over and beat Migs, but you're going to help me out now, right?
You know what?
Yeah.
I actually am, because it landed on me. So let's win you these tickets, Luke.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, Luke, here is your clip. We can play it again.
Yeah, I know the song. If I sing it, does it count?
Feel free to sing it.
Burn to the witches and jams. What is the name of the song?
Well, it's kind of like Dracula, but it's a different word.
Dragula.
Yes. Okay, we got the song. We got the song. Now we got to think about the artist. Also, it's kind of funny, as soon as Danny played that song both times, Taryn and I started air guitaring and banging our head. We're such dorks. All right, so the guy who sang the song used to be in a band called White Zombie.
Rob?
What's his full name?
Zombie?
Yes.
Rob Zombie.
It's actually Robert Zombie.
For no integrity. I love it. You guys are the best.
Oh, yeah, we were pushing that integrity right there.
We threw that integrity out the window a long time ago. All right, Steve, it is now your turn, and this is your clip.
Oh, I don't like that band. I don't want to talk about it. I'm kidding, because I know I'll piss off Danny. It's The Offspring. Can you hear it one more time? Gotta keep them separated.
That's not the name of the song.
Come out. No.
Oh, that is it?
Yeah. Oh. Come out and play. Keep them separated. Damn you, Taryn. Luke, you almost lost the game because of Taryn screwing me up.
Taryn!
I'm sorry, Luke, but the good news is you now have to pick which kid you're taking with you to see the Summer Unity Tour.
Ooh. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Luke. You guys rock.
He's like, I'm not making that decision just yet.
The Daily Migs Show.
Have we talked about something this morning that you want to talk about? Call 206-803-ROCK, and we will check in with the Rockaholics after Fuel. We have received some great texts and calls from you this morning, but we haven't been able to chat with everyone just yet. Right now, though, we are checking in with the Rockaholics, so go ahead and call if you'd like to chime in on anything from the show today, or if you have something on your mind that you would like to discuss with us. 206-803-ROCK is the number. And earlier we were talking about things that our partners do that are maybe a little bit embarrassing.
Right.
And we have someone on hold who wants our advice on something embarrassing that their person does.
Okay.
But before we chat with Russell, we're going to check in with Anthony from Renton, who has a funny joke for us on the heels of Jaws celebrating its 50th anniversary this year.
What was the girl from Jaws?
What
was the shampoo that the girl from Jaws used?
What was the shampoo that the girl from Jaws used?
What was it?
The type of shampoo that the girl from Jaws used.
What was it?
I don't know, but they found her Head and Shoulders on the beach.
Okay, Karen liked that one.
I'm going to use that one.
Yeah, maybe the delivery will be a little bit better.
Oh, my God. That was fantastic. 206-803-ROCK is the number to call if you would like to check in with us. Russell from Mount Vernon, tell us about the embarrassing habit that your girlfriend has.
Well, it drives me crazy. She clears her throat. She goes every time. It just drives me bananas.
Have you guys talked about this, or is it just something that you just kind of like act like it's not a problem, but it's just driving you insane?
She says, "Does that bother you?" I said, "Well, yeah." And every time she goes, I'm like, "Oh my God."
Do you think it's like a nervous habit, or is she literally needing to clear her throat all the time?
That's what she says.
You know, there are YouTube pages about this, I heard.
Does she produce an abnormal amount of phlegm?
I guess. It's crazy.
Yeah, with all due... Okay, how do I ask this question without being... I'm not trying to come off disrespectful. Does she then spit it out, or like what?
No, she just clears her... That's where she clears her throat.
Huh. And so...
Does she do it more after eating or drinking something?
She just does it any old time.
Well, the only thing I could think, maybe you'd start doing it too and see if it annoys her, and eventually maybe she'll stop doing it. I don't know what to tell you with that.
I drive myself crazy, I think, doing that. I'm like, that's kind of disgusting.
Has she been doing that since you guys first started dating, or is it like a new thing?
Oh, yeah.
Do you do anything?
You brought it upon yourself then. I don't know what to tell you. I'm so sorry, Russell.
Russell, do you do anything that embarrasses her?
Oh, no, not really. Well, after a couple of shots or something, maybe. But
You and me both, Russell.
Couple.
206-803-ROCK. We are checking in with the Rockaholics, and we've had this conversation about Rockaholics with the most kids.
Okay.
And we've talked to some Rockaholics that have a ton of kids. Jack from Seattle, you might be able to beat everybody we've talked to. How many kids do you have?
Well, between me and my girl, we have 11, 10, which I've been involved with.
11?
I have 6 personally.
Oh, my gosh. How much is your grocery bill?
On a light month, I mean, 1,000 minimum, but it's really more like 14 probably.
Oh, my God. And how many of the 10, 11 live at home?
5 full-time, and then 3 on the weekends.
What do you do to get quiet? Like, do you spend an excessive amount of time in the bathroom, or do you have like a garage? Like, you have to find some quiet time amongst that insanity.
Well, I mean, I'm really only home one day a week, so, you know.
Oh, that helps.
Where do you go the rest of the week?
I'm a tow truck operator, so I'm working, you know.
So question about that. What is your, territory? Do you just go wherever the work is?
Portland.
Yeah, no, my territory is Seattle. But, once we pick it up, we'll go wherever that they want to drop it off, anywhere in the state.
Do you have a favorite child?
All my children are my favorite child.
Do you ever forget any of their birthdays?
No, but I have to think for a minute. When you ask me their birthdays, it takes me a second to sort it out, you know.
That's so crazy. And do you ever get their names confused? I'm having a problem recently. And thankfully, Sid agreed. She's having the problem, too. I keep screwing up our dogs' names. I call Lucy DJ and DJ Lucy. So do you have that problem, too? I mean, we only have one kid, so I don't have to worry about screwing up her name. But for you, that's a lot of freaking names.
Yeah, when they're in a group and playing and there's, one that we're trying to single out. Sometimes I'll call all their names before I get the right one.
My mom used to do that all the time when we were kids. She would go through multiple names before she would get to us. But the best part was when my mom was really pissed off, she would either call us Craig, my dad, or the dog. Well, yeah. She'd be like, Max, Craig, Taryn, damn it. Like, it was always when she was the most angry, it was the dog and her husband, the national treasure.
So did you know you were in a lot of trouble if all of a sudden she's calling you after your dad's name?
If you got the dad name, you knew that the punishment was going to be steep.
That's crazy.
206-803-ROCK. We are checking in with the Rockaholics. Solomon from Seattle, you want to chat about Ozzy?
Yeah, well, my roommate's going to the Ozzy show.
Nice.
He was telling me that they're going to have like this rotating stage, so there's no intermission, which I think is really cool. I mean, if the concerts are starting to go like that, because I went to the Primus Perfect Circle in Plucifer concert, and there was no break in between the bands too. They had all three drum sets up on the back riser, and there was times that all three drummers were playing at once.
That's true. They did also they had on the little video screen, though, they would do like a countdown from 10 minutes sometimes when they were like switching out the bands. And there was a very hilarious joke that was told. Can I repeat it?
Oh, boy. I do like to give you a countdown, so if you have to go to the bathroom, you're like, okay, I'm not going to miss Primus.
Totally. Like, you know how much time you're working with. So the joke was, did you hear about the guy who lost his entire left side?
No, I did not hear about that guy.
He's all right now.
The Daly Migs Show.
Danny, yesterday you did something that both Migs and I are very jealous of, and it involves bubbles. We're going to hear what Danny did at 9:50. Our boy Danny V got to do something yesterday that has been on both yours and my to-do list, Steve Migs, and it involves bubbles. Danny, tell the people about
Bubbles.
We went to Bubble Planet, which
I keep seeing these targeted ads on my social media for this, and it's like just like this immersive bubble room.
Apparently, yeah, it's like every social media influencer's dream as well as kids' dreams, which it's kind of sad that I have to say the first one first.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's really meant for kids, but there were so many people, including Lily and myself, who are like selfieing it up.
It's funny you say it. I know it's meant for kids, but I think it's also meant for people who might like to dabble with certain things that make you see certain things.
What?
Oh my
No.
God.
Like, I feel like if like party version of Steve would really enjoy being in that room.
It's crazy. Well, in all the rooms, so what it is essentially is just this like hollowed out warehouse that they put like these like, drywall up, and they have different rooms that you go and experience different ways of bubbles.
Like some mirrors and some actual bubbles.
Lights, actual bubbles, balloons.
It looks trippy.
How long does it take to get through the whole thing?
It's cool. It depends on how slow you go. They don't like make you go quickly or anything. So it could be anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour and a half.
Dare I ask how expensive this is?
That was my question.
Apparently they have different pricing. Weekends it's like $40 per person.
Just to go into a room with bubbles?
Yeah, if you go on Wednesday, not as much.
I'd have to be high to spend that kind of money.
What about kids 5 and under?
Yeah, still a lot of money, Taryn. But yeah, I mean, if you want something, your kids are going to love it.
Yeah.
Or like you said, if you're enhanced.
I thought it was like a giant bubble pit.
Yeah.
Or a ball pit.
Ball pit.
So now, Steve, we have to decide, are we taking our kids or are we just, going as grown-ups?
For that kind of money, I want to go as a grown-up.
The Daly Migs Show.
We have the next stop on the Men's Room World Tour planned for Saturday, July 19th, and it's going to be at the Tracyton Movie House in Bremerton, Washington. Woodshed is playing. They've got food and drinks planned, and, of course, hangs with the Men's Room. And if you want all the details, they can be found at KISW.com.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes, and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
A.K.A. the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
Ryan Castle is in the studio, raring to go, helping us out with this DMD today.
That's it. There's still Pez in this Pez dispenser,
What?
which is remarkable. Oh, there was. I just got the last
Son
one.
of a bitch.
Oh.
Hey, the DMD is brought to you by
Sorry.
Palace Law. There's an Ohio woman who had, I don't know if I could do this. For about 2 weeks, she has not had internet or cable. And the reason being, somebody shot the cable line with a shotgun.
They're a good shot, it sounds like.
Here's the woman talking about her trials and tribulations.
We couldn't get the TV to start, and I have an app on my phone, and it said we were in an outage. I'm not making this up. Reason that you're having problems is because someone shot up our main power line with a shotgun. It's not okay to lose service 4 or 5 days in a row. I mean, it's not okay. You need to figure out what this is and get. And I said, well, why didn't somebody tell me that this is what was going on?
Maybe they emailed her, but her internet's down.
Well, I think the bigger problem is the person with the shotgun. Can we address that? Why are we just out shooting things?
Also, her name is Kathy Seaman.
No.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, she's just having a rough go.
Danny and Steve, I know you guys have both been getting these scam texts. You guys got one from it says it's from the Seattle DMV or something like that.
I got one this morning, actually, at 9 o'clock.
And so these are false claims from agencies in the area saying that there's like a threat of penalties and things of that nature.
So that's not something I should have...
No, click on the link and give them all of your information.
Definitely your social security number.
It was just my credit card and my bank account.
Yeah, that's perfect.
If you don't do it, you're going to be prosecuted and your credit score will be affected.
Better than being prostituted.
That's true.
The officials do want to say that Washington doesn't use the term DMV and they never send texts like that. So those are your big, cues that it's a scam.
Also, it looks like it's from a number from another country. I mean, that's usually a good indicator or an email address that makes absolutely no sense.
Someone fell for it, though.
Be careful out there.
Seattle Kraken made I can't say big trade, but they made a trade that's going to improve their depth. You kind of want to see them make a big splash, but this guy, Frederick Gaudreau from the Wild, he's a pretty good player. He's on an uptick, so I mean, he wins a lot of faceoffs, so it's a good pickup, but like many Kraken fans, you're just kind of waiting for him to actually pick up somebody that's going to make a big difference, and he's not that guy, but... They got him. They got him from the Minnesota Wild for like a draft pick. I know.
This is our year.
I don't know if it is.
They just got to holler at Steve Migs.
If they want to keep losing and get a high draft pick, I'm your guy. Put me in between the pipes.
Win to lose. Lose to win.
Hey, as far as weather, in a high of 67 degrees. Today it's going to be a cloudy day. The DMV is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the Morning 12 Pack.
The Daily Migs Show.
Presented by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of Odyssey Sports. With an awesome network and great savings, there's never been a better time to join T-Mobile. Visit your neighborhood store to make the switch today.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.